Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network for the first round of the 2025 NJSIAA State Sectional Playoffs. Starting here with the first round here at the PTHS baseball field, where the Pequannock Golden Panthers, the number 1 seed, will be taking on the number 16 seed, Park Ridge, the Owls. My name is Todd Kazazak, reporting this game to you live here on TJK Network. We are very excited for this time. So let's get into our stats and brackets right away. So Pequannock will be entering this game as the number 1 seed with an overall record of 15-7. They had a great season, and they'll be coming in with a divisional record 6-2 in the NJAC Liberty, finishing second in the division. And they'll be coming off a huge 3-2 win against Cedar Grove, which basically gave them the 1 seed, as that game gave them 39.875 power points. And that game was on the 19th, so plenty of rest for Pequannock. Park Ridge will be entering this game with an overall record of 6-17, 1-9 in the NJIC Patriot Division in their conference and division. And they'll be coming off a 4-3 loss on the road at Waldwick. And they're currently entering this game on a 4-game losing streak. And their last game was on the 23rd, so they're also coming in with plenty of rest. So Park Ridge, of course, entering, with a 6-17 record, tough season for them. But, of course, they're starting their ace on the mound, so anything could happen in the playoffs, of course. So you can't count them out, of course. You got to take every game one by one seriously. So let's get into our bracket here. Let's show that to you guys. So here's the current bracket. So as you can see, Pequannock is the 1 seed. They were neck to neck with Midland Park, but of course that Cedar Grove win got them the 1 seed, and of course Midland Park, who was the 1 seed, was on a slump. So of course they lost some games here, so that settled it there. So Pequannock got that 1 seed on pretty much the last day before the brackets were opened, and of course the winner of this series is going to play the winner of Cresco versus Pompton Lakes, the 8 versus 9, and it would be crazy if Pompton Lakes is able to do that minor upset to the 8 seed and have a rematch of the sectional final last year, as Pequannock fell short to them in that rematch, of course compared to in 2023 where they beat them, and of course Pompton Lakes was back-to-back 1 seeds that season. So of course, that'll be a crazy rematch this time here at the PTHS baseball field over instead at Hirschfield Park. Let's go over our batting order for Pequannock. And that will be here. Leading off will be right fielder number 9, Diamond Castle, followed by left fielder number 15, Tommy Korn. Then at shortstop, number 2, Jack Picardo. Then at first base, number 18, Michael Gertler. Then at center field, number 35, Nick Sukala. Then the designated hitter, number 23, Nick Kolotak. And then the catcher behind the plate will be number 13, Thomas Picardo. And then second base will be number 22, Bobby Van Riper. And then batting ninth will be the third baseman, number 20, Cooper Carlin. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribing is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to family and friends and who can subscribe. And also turn on post notifications while you're at it here on TJK Network, as you can get notified when our next broadcast or video upload is. And also, we post our broadcasts on a weekly basis. Well, technically now, just whenever we know our next playoff game, because we're reaching the postseason now. And you can go on any individual sport and you can notify yourself for that specific game. This stream is brought to you by our official sponsors, Bullpen.com and TopWaterBassers.com. We have the starting lineup for Park Ridge, which we'll go over right now. So leading off will be center fielder number 20, Josh Heroder, then followed by the shortstop, number 5, Anthony Walter. Then the starting pitcher, Shane Stex, will start, and he'll bat third. And then batting fourth will be number 15, Matt Grant at first base. And then, of course, third baseman, number 18, Joe Zanfardino. Then behind the plate will be number 16, Julian Angala. And then the designated hitter will be number 12, Anthony Scarbaro. And then followed by left fielder number 27, Austin Jopes. And then batting ninth will be right fielder number 8, James McPartland. So that is your batting order for the Park Ridge Owls, who are visiting here today. So we'll get ready for our opening first pitch momentarily. As we wait for the umpires to get here. One of them is here. We're probably still waiting for one more, it looks like. Of course, it's a warm day here in Pequannock. It is 75 degrees. Haven't really felt any wind. And of course, it's cloudy, so at least there's no sun to make it warmer. But overall, it is a good day for baseball. Now we could go over the other teams in Pequannock. So, of course, boys lacrosse will be playing on the road as the 9 seed playing the 8 seed Newton. They lost to them in overtime the last meetup, so it should be an interesting close game. Pequannock boys lacrosse was 7-8. They're in a active 4-game losing streak, guys. They were 7-4, of course, but haven't won since. So looking to get themselves back in it. And then, of course, you have girls lacrosse, who had a phenomenal season winning the division, 6-0 in the NJAC Independence Blue, and, of course, went 12-3. But, of course, due to the Independence Blue not being a very competitive division and Pequannock not playing very good teams, they're only an 8 seed. But, at least they'll open home against Kinnelon. It'll be another good rivalry matchup for Pequannock. And hopefully maybe they can pull off something on the road against the 1 seed if they're able to get there, hopefully. And then, of course, softball is a 9 seed as well. They'll be playing on the road at Pompton Lakes in Independence Field. So that is all your teams. Of course, softball having an amazing turnaround season. Of course, last year they were 7-19 and they were a 15 seed, getting absolutely mercied. Or I think it was just a bad blowout by Jefferson, the number 2 seed. This year, they'll be a 9 seed, and of course, are 12-9, and of course, are playing Paramus today on the road as one final regular season game before they get ready for the playoffs. Amos will be ready shortly as we get ready for our first pitch in the first round here on TJK Network. So, of course, we should go over the playoff history of Pequannock baseball. Of course, in 2023, we had, that amazing run as a 2 seed, beating Pompton Lakes as the 1 seed at Herschel Park in the final in a comeback, then going on to win that sectional title, and then beating Woodridge, and then eventually going to Veterans Park and beating one of a very good Southern team, Buna, in another comeback game. They were down 4-0 early, but came back to win 5-4. Both finals game in the sectional and, of course, the big group state championship were all comeback games by Pequannock. An amazing run. And, of course, Joey Sabbath, former pitcher for Pequannock, got onto CBS Sports, we all know. He plays for the University of Rhode Island. He is still killing it on the mound to this day. And, of course, last year, Pequannock got the 3, and, of course, went to the finals again to rematch with Pompton Lakes at Hirschfeld Park, but that time fell short, losing 5-0. This year, Pequannock is the 1 seed, so higher than the championship team and the run last year, and will look to go on another good run. Let's get into our starting pitcher as Pequannock takes the field. So, starting in the opening round for Pequannock will be your ace, number 45, Nick Warner. He'll be entering this game with a 6-1 record with an ERA of 2.73. He's pitched for 41.1 innings, allowing 36 hits, 30 walks, has hit 3 batters, and he has 54 strikeouts, and he will be entering with a strikeout average of 6 strikeouts per game. So Nick Warner, of course, We'll start, of course, like you always do in the first round, is always start with your number one guy. But of course, you know, the key is you definitely want to save your ace for the later rounds when the teams get better and better. But of course, the goal for Pequannock in their game plan is of course against a 16 seed Park Ridge, who has definitely struggled all year long, is look to strike hard and strike first early, and then eventually can go to the bullpen and get that one going. So they can save Nick Warner for potentially a Pompton Lakes rematch or a Kruskill. And definitely the sectional final if you get far. So Warner, of course, on the mound as we get things going. And here we go. The first pitch about to begin in a few seconds. The opening round against Park Ridge. Leading off, number 20, center fielder Josh Heroder for the Owls. Strike one. 0-1 on Heroder. And this one gets out to center field. It will be a base hit for Heroder. And now to bat will be the shortstop, number 5, Anthony Walter. This one's high. 1-0 count. Popped up foul. And the count will even at 1-1. So 1-1 on Anthony Walter. Two one. It's a 3-1 count. That's strike two, and now make the count go full at 3-2. Batter will take time. And that's going to be strike three for out number one as Nick Warner catches Anthony Walter down looking. And now up to bat will be the starting pitcher for the Owls, number 6, Shane Stetz. This one goes foul. Oh, 1 on Shane Stetz. Pickoff attempts. The runner gets back. He'll stay safe at first. That's Josh Heroder at first base. He got there from a base hit single. And Shane Stetz is hit. That's an automatic walk. And that'll force Heroder at second. That'll put a runner in scoring position for Park Ridge with 1 out. And now to bat will be the first baseman, number 15, Matt Grant. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. So 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout for Nick Warner. That is 2 outs on the Owls. Now to bat will be number 18, Joe Zanfardino. This one's low. 1-0. Warner finds the strike zone. The count evens 1-1. Two one. Swing and a miss. Count will even 2-2 on Zanfardino. Strike 3! And that'll do it for the top of the first. As that's out number 3. As Nick Warner catches Joe Zanfardino down looking. And now Pequannock will be up to bat shortly. All right, let's go over our starting pitcher for Park Ridge, and that is going to be number 6, Shane Stetz. Let's go over his stats for you guys. He'll be entering this game by he's pitched 47.2 innings, allowing 42 hits, 23 walks, hitting 6 batters, striking out 47, and he's entering this game with an ERA of 1.62. So he's definitely got solid numbers for a team that has struggled all season long, and he'll look to do the best he can for his team as a 16 seed. So, of course, up to bat for Pequannock. Leading off will be Donovan Castle. And here we go. Entering the bottom of the first. Donovan Castle up to bat for the Panthers. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, 2 on Donovan Castle. He's on tie. 1-2 count. Two count. The count has been worked full. 3-2. And that's strike 3, apparently. So that is an out on Pequannock. Castle strikes out. You know, looked like ball 4. Anyways, up to bat now is Tommy Korn, number 15. And this one goes foul. One on Corin. That one also goes foul. 1-2. Two. Been worked to a full count once again, 3-2. And that's ball 4 for a walk. So Corn over to first, and Jack Picardo up to bat for Pequannock. So Jack Picardo up for Pequannock. Pickoff attempt, and Corn is safe at first still. Try to go for the bunt. Runner goes, and he's safe. So Corn in scoring position for Pequannock with 1 out. And a 1-0 count on Jack Picardo. Pickoff attempt, and Corn is safe at second. Two 2-0 on Jack Picardo. Now a pickoff attempt. And Corn is still safe. Swing and a miss. 2-1 count. And it's a 3-1 count. Now a pickoff attempt. And this one gets past and goes out to center field, but Corn opts to stay at second. 3-1 count still, with 1 out. Corn still in scoring position for Pequannock. And now it's ball 4, and it's a walk. So Picardo now makes his way to first. And now up to bat will be number 18, Michael Gertler. One 0 on Gertler. This one's low. 2-0. And it'll be 3-0 as that one struck dirt. 3-0 count on Gertler. And that one strikes dirt again. That's ball 4, and the bases will be loaded. As Picardo moves to second, Corn over to third, and now Nick Zucala up to bat. So now trouble for the other side of the game, Park Ridge. Now in a pretty big jam with the bases loaded with only one out. As we'll have a timeout on the mound here. So Gertler at first, Picardo at second, and Tommy Korn at third. And Zucala up to bat. Picardo looking to strike first and strike hard early in this game. This one is driven out to right field. Korn will score. And Picardo comes in, and he's safe. 2-0 Pequannock. Nick Zucala with a 2 RBI single. And now Nick Kolatak up to bat for Pequannock. A 1 on Nick Kolatak. So Zucala at first, Gertler at second. Pequannock still at the runner in scoring position with one out. 1-1 on Nick Kolatak. Two one. This one is driven out to left center field. It lands, and it will be a base hit for Nick Kolatak. And that will load the bases once again. And now up to bat will be number 13, the catcher, Thomas Picardo. So Thomas Picardo up to bat with one out, and the base is loaded. A 1 on Picardo, Thomas Picardo. This one is driven out to right center field. It's caught. Tagging is Gertler, and he gets home. It is a sac fly RBI for Thomas Picardo. And it's 3-0 Pequannock. And now to bat will be number 22, Bobby Van Riper. One zero on Bobby Van Riper. One count. This one is drilled out and makes its way to center field. Scoring is Nick Zucala. Bobby Van Riper gets a second. He's safe. The Panthers now up 4-0. as Bobby Van Riper gets an RBI double. And now Cooper Carlin up to bat for Pequannock. Tips back foul. 0-1. One. This one's drilled up high at center field, caught for the third out. And that'll do it for the first inning. Pequannock gets 4 runs in and leads 4-0 going into the top of the second. Here we are entering the top of the second. So Park Ridge back up to bat with number 16, Julian Ingala up to bat. Strike 1. This one is going to go foul. 0-2 count. One, two. Count will even at 2-2. This one is popped up in foul territory. And Thomas Picardo not able to get there. I believe went out. 2-2 count still. It will remain. Batter takes time. Has been worked to a full count at 3-2. And that's ball 4 for the walk. Now to bat will be the designated hitter, number 12, Anthony Scarbrero. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One one. Pickoff attempt. Runner gets back. He's safe at first. Two one. And that'll be strike 2. The count will even at 2-2. Maybe work to another full count at 3-2. And that one strikes third for ball 4. It will be another walk for Park Ridge. Advancing to second will be number 16, Julian Angala. And now up to bat will be number 27, Austin Jobst. A runner in scoring position for Park Ridge with no outs. Pickoff attempt. And the runner stays safe at second. This one's high. Runner gets back at second as Picardo tries to make the throw. Thomas Picardo. Runner is safe though, 1-0 on Jobst. Currently at bat for Park Ridge. Trying to go for the bunt. Goes foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Pickoff attempt. No throw made as runners get back. This one goes foul. Count will remain 1-2. One, two, the count. This one's high. It'll even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout for Nick Warner. One out. Now to bat will be number 8, James McPartland. Tips back foul. 0-1. Strike 2. 0-2 on McPartland. With one out. One, two now. Swing and a miss. Another huge strikeout for out number 2. And now up to bat, back at the top of the order. Number 20, Josh Heroder. This one strikes. Dirt. One out. Two well. Warner finds a strike zone. It's 2-1. And this one goes foul. 2-2 count. This one's high. The count's worked full. 3-2 count with 2 outs. 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position for Park Ridge. Try to go for a pickoff attempt. No throw made. Runners get back. And this one gets out to left field. And Park Ridge won't score, but it will be a base hit. And the bases will now be loaded for the Owls. So only a single for Joshua Roeder. This one didn't get out far enough for a run to come in and score, so it's still 4-0, but Pequannock in a bases loaded jam. Warner looking to get out of it. He only needs 1 out. Now up to bat will be number 5, Anthony Walter. And this one is driven out and gets out to right field. 1 run will score. It's 4-1. So an RBI single for Anthony Walter. Advancing to second is Joshua Roeder. And of course, another runner from second advancing to third. That being number 12, Anthony Scarborough. 3-run game with Shane Stetz up to bat, number 6. Strike 1. This one is grounded to Warner. And he gives this one to Gertler for the 3rd out. And Pequannock gets out of that jam and only allows 1 run, which is good. So that'll do it for the top of the second, and we'll now be onto the bottom of the second shortly. Park Ridge gets 1, but Pequannock's back up to bat. We'll see what they can do. So here we are as we enter the bottom of the second with the top of the order with Donovan Castle up to bat for the Golden Panthers. One out. This one goes foul. One on Castle. 2-1. This one is drilled and gets over to right field. It'll be a base hit for Castle. And now up to bat is Tommy Corrin. Pickoff attempt. Castle still safe at first. This one strike start. 1 out. And this one is lined out over to left field. It'll be another base hit for Pequannock as Corrin gets a single. Advance to second will be Donovan Castle, and now Jack Picardo up to bat for the Golden Panthers. So, Castle on second, Corrin on first, Picardo up to bat, a runner in scoring position for Pequannock, that being, of course, Castle at second, with no outs. This one goes foul. 1-1 on Jack Picardo. And this one is high, and it's caught at center field. So 1 out. Now to bat will be number 18, Michael Gertler. One out on Gertler. Two balls, no strikes on Michael Gertler. This one goes foul. That'll be strike two. 2-2 count. And this one is grounded foul to keep the count alive. The count will be worked full. 3-2. And that's ball four for the walk. And the bases will once again, for Pequannock, be loaded. So Gertler at first, move Korn to second, and Castle to third. And now to bat will be Nick Zucala again, who can drive in some runs for Pequannock. Literally having a repeat of the first inning here, with the bases being loaded and Nick Zucala being up to bat, and he was able to drive in 2 runs. As we have a meeting on the mound once again. Here we go. This one gets over to first and thrown to home, but a run will score. It's a sac ground out RBI for Zucala. It's 5-1 Pequannock. So Castle scores for Pequannock on Zucala's RBI sac groundout, and now Nick Koltak up to bat for the Panthers. This one gets out to left field. 1 run scores and 2 runs score. A 2 RBI single for Nick Koltak. It's 7-1 Pequannock. And now its bat will be number 13, Thomas Picardo. Pickoff attempt on Koltak. He's safe at first. So 1-0 count on Thomas Picardo with 2 outs. This one is grounded over to third. They'll try to get over to first. They are not able to. And I'll put a runner at each corner as Picardo gets a single. And now it's bat will be Bobby Van Riper as we have a pinch runner come in for Thomas Picardo. At first, it's going to be number 16, Nolan Casey, taking over as the pinch runner at first. So a runner at each corner. Casey at first and Nick Koltak at third with Van Riper up to bat. 2 outs. Pequannock up 7-1 as they go for the pickoff attempt here. And Casey will stay safe at first. Trying to go for the bunt there. That'll be 1-0. And also, Casey steals a second on that pitch. This one goes foul. And it's caught. And that is out number 3. And that'll do it for the bottom of the second. As we now enter the top of the third, Pequannock tackles on 3 more runs and currently now lead with a score of 7-1. Here we are, entering the top of the third. So Pequannock tackles on 3 more runs in the bottom of the second and leads 7-1. Up to bat will be number 16, Julian Angala. 1-0. Two out. Strike 1. The count now at 2-1. This one popped up. And Castle makes the catch at right field for the out. Now to bat will be number 12, Anthony Scarborough. One out. And this one goes foul. 1-1. Two-one. Popped up in foul territory. Cooper Carlin making the hustle for it. He makes the catch. 2 outs. What a catch and great hustle by Cooper Carlin, the third baseman, getting in that foul territory and making that huge catch. It's 2 outs on Park Ridge. And now to bat will be number 16, Julian Angala. Strike 1. Apologies if we messed up that run, last batter. That was Joe Zanfardino, who had that pop-up fly out in foul territory. 1-1 count. Two one. Popped up. Stays in the infield. Jack Picardo makes the catch for the third out. And I'll do it for the top of the third as we now enter the bottom of the third shortly. Here we are entering the bottom of the third with Cooper Carlin up to bat for Pequannock. One out. This one goes foul. One count on Cooper Carlin. Strike 2. And this one gets out to center field. It'll be a base hit single for Cooper Carlin. Back at the top of the order for Pequannock, with Donovan Castle up to bat. And this one is caught. And Cooper Carlin gets tagged. It's a double play. That was an impressive play by Park Ridge there. That one was lined right into the glove of the first baseman, number 15, Matt Grant, and he was able to tag Cooper Carlin, who was off first. Tommy Korn will come up to bat for Pequannock. Tommy Korn with a blue helmet in this game now. Unless I didn't notice that earlier, because normally he wears his white helmet. So Tommy Korn up to bat. 2 outs, no runners on base. 1-0. Two-0 count. That'll be strike one. Three-one count. And that's ball 4 for the walk. So Korn to first, and Jack Picardo now up to bat for the Panthers. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. That being Tommy Korn. That'll be strike one. This one's high. 1-1. Popped up foul. And caught. For the third out. And that'll do it for the third inning as we now enter the top of the fourth. Shortly. Here we are entering the top of the fourth. Park Ridge back up to bat. And it'll be number 12, Anthony Scabrera, up to bat for the Owls. Strike one. Strike two. Oh, 2 count on Anthony Scabrera. Swing and a miss. And that's strike three for out number one. Now to bat is number 27, Austin Jobst. Fouled. 0-1. One. And this one's high. Over at center field. Caught by Castle. 2 outs. Now to bat is number 8, James McPartland. Swing and a miss. Strike one. One. Strike two. 1-2 count. And that one gets behind Thomas Picardo. 2-2. As the count evens. It'll be a full count. 3-2. And that's strike three for the third out. As Warner catches McPartland down looking. And Pequannock will get up to bat once again for the bottom of the fourth shortly. We have a little score update for you guys with the Pompton Lakes versus Cresco game, the 9 versus 8 seed, as we have a little bit of a friend that helps us. Shout out to Nick Curdy. He does a good job on his YouTube channel for the Cardinal Sports Recap. You should go subscribe to him, as well as subscribe to us as we try to reach our next goal of 1,100. So yeah, Pompton Lakes is currently up 1-0 against Cresco right now. It's only the top of the first, or bottom of the first, I don't know. It was the first inning. So that game just started, of course, so there's plenty of time in that game. It's good. That one's going to be close. It's a 9 versus 8 seed. Here we are entering the bottom of the fourth with Michael Gertler up to bat for the Panthers. This one's strike start. 1-0. That one gets behind. 2-0. Three-0 count. Now we strike one. 3-1 count on Gertler. And that's ball 4 for the walk. Up to bat will be Nick Zucala. Popped up. Yeah, this one goes out of play. And foul, of course. That'll be strike 2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for the first out. Now up to bat will be number 23, Nick Koltak. The DH. One out. Strike 1. Even count, now at 1-1. That one's low, ball 2. And that one hits Nick Koltak. And that's going to be a walk. And now I'll move Gertler to second. And now Thomas Picardo will be up to bat. One out on Thomas Picardo. And this one is grounded to third. They get it over to second. Try to go for the double play, and they get it. So that'll do it for the fourth inning as we now enter the top of the fifth. Here we are, entering the top of the fifth with number 20, Josh Haroder up to bat. Top of the order for Park Ridge as they trail by 6 runs. Strike one. And that'll be strike two as the batter will try to go for it, but got back too late. 0-2. This one is grounded over by Van Riper, over to Gertler for the out. Now it's bat number 5, Anthony Walter. Strike one. One count. And this one is caught by Diamond Castle. What a catch. And that's 2 outs. Now to bat is Shane Stetz. One out. Two out. Three out. And that's ball four for the walk. Now to bat is number 15, Matt Grant. Strike one. Strike two. 0-2 count on Matt Grant. Runner goes, and he is safe as he steals second. 1-2 count on the batter, Matt Grant. Little timeout here. One ball, two strikes. There is a runner in scoring position with two outs for Park Ridge. The runner at second, of course. And that's strike three! As Werner catches Matt Grant down looking for the third out. And now Pequannock will be back up to bat for the bottom of the fifth shortly. Here we are, entering the bottom of the fifth with Bobby Van Riper up to bat for Pequannock. 1-0 on Van Riper. This one is lined out to center field. It'll be a base hit. And now Cooper Carlin will be up to bat for Pequannock. This one is high and not caught at right field. Van Riper over to second. And they do make the play. He's out. So Carlin is out first, but Van Riper is out. And now to bat will be Donovan Castles. We're back at the top of the order. So runner out first, one out. One out. This one's low again, 2-0. That'll be strike one. 2-1 with one out. Runner on first, that's Cooper Carlin. This one is high. And caught at center field. Now to bat will be number 15, Tommy Korn. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, 2. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. One-two count. And that's strike 3. As Tommy Korn's caught down looking, and that'll do it for the 5th inning. As we now enter the top of the 6th. Here we are, entering the top of the 6th. With Pequannock back out on the field, Park Ridge up to bat. With it being number 18, Joe Zanfardino. One out. And this one gets past Picardo, and it'll be a base hit. Now to bat is number 16, Julian Ngala. And that one gets behind Thomas Picardo as the runner at first steals second. That'll put a runner in scoring position for Park Ridge. 1-0 on Ngala. May as well have a little timeout here. Very quick one as they both go back. The bullpen now warming up. He looks like it's Michael Gertler getting warmed up in the bullpen there for Pequannock. Strike one. 1-1 count. That one strikes dirt. 2-1. Three-one count. And that one is foul. The count will go full, 3-2. This one is lined out to left field. And it will be a base hit with a runner now each corner. Now to bat will be number 12, Anthony Scabrera. This one's fouled back. 0-1. Strike two. 0-2 count. This one's strike start. 1-2 count. That one's tipped back foul. Once again, the count will stay alive. And that's strike three. For 1 out. As Werner catches Scarborough down looking. And now to bat will be number 27, Anthony Jost. And it looks like we are going to have a meeting on the mound.
You're on your own, Ziva. He doesn't listen to me either. It is what it is.
It's like Werner will stay on the mound, as he has been doing a phenomenal job in this game, only allowing 1 run. But of course, there's always that, we're concerned about the pitch count. Obviously, I don't keep track of that, but he's definitely pitched a good amount. And of course, with a potential rematch against Pompton Lakes on the horizon, possibly, definitely want to have some good pitching on the mound. So runner at each corner, actually 2 in scoring position. Oh, 1 on Austin Jobst. So 2 runners in scoring position, actually, as the runner at first was able to steal second on a previous pitch. Strike 2. That's a swing and a miss right there. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 3 for out number 2. And now to bat is number 8, James McPartland. One out. Swing and a miss. 1-1. This one gets behind. Thomas Picardo. A run's going to come in and score 7-2. The runner at second advances to third. It'll be a 2-1 count on the batter. So it's a 5-run game now. Swing and a miss. The count evens at 2-2. With 2 outs and a runner at third. Batter takes time. Two and two on McPartland. Strike 3! And that's out number 3. As Pequannock will get back up to bat for the bottom of the 6th shortly. Here we are, entering the bottom of the 6th with Jack Picardo up to bat for the Panthers. One out. Two 0 on Jack Picardo. Allen strikes dirt. 3-0. That's ball 4 for the walk. And we have a pinch hitter coming in. Luke Lawback now up to bat for the first time this season. So Luke Lawback now pinch hitting in the order here. Again, this is Luke Lawback's first time, as this one's popped up high and goes out of play, 0-1. So again, the last time he batted was last season. So this is his first at-bat appearance for 2025. One. This one goes foul. Popped up. And caught. And that's out number one. As Nick Zucala comes up to bat. So Zucala up to bat with Picardo at first. Popped up. In foul territory. And they're not able to make the catch. 0-1. One on Zucala. This one makes its way out to right field. It'll be a base hit. Picardo advances to second. And now Nick Kolchak up to bat for the Panthers. This one's high. Fouled. This one is driven foul. One-two count. And that's another one that goes foul. That one struck dirt. That'll even the count. 2-2 on Nick Kolchak. The count will now be full. 3-2. That one goes foul. Popped up. And caught. That'll be 2 outs. Now to bat is Thomas Picardo. And it looks like we're going to have a pigeon change for Park Ridge as well. So coming out is Shane Stets, excuse me. And taking over on the mound will be number 20, Josh Heroder, who was playing center field previously. Let's go over his stats for you guys. So Josh Heroder is coming in this game as he's pitched 23.1 innings, allowing 24 hits, 13 walks, has hit 5 batters, and is entering this game with 22 strikeouts with an ERA of 3.90. So solid stats for Josh Heroder, who's going to take over in this game in relief of the starter Shane Stets. So here we are, back in the game with Thomas Picardo to bat. New pitcher on the mound, Josh Heroder coming in relief of Shane Stets in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Strike 1. Runner goes, and he is safe. So Picardo steals third. The coach disagrees with it. But he is ruled safe. So runner at each corner. 0-1 on Thomas Picardo. Another runner goes. And this one is caught at right field. And that'll do it, as that's out number 3. And we'll now be entering the top of the 7th shortly. And we're also going to have a new pitcher on the mound for Pequannock to close out this game and to get the final 3 outs. Let's go over his stats for you. So taking over here for Pequannock is going to be number 18, Michael Gertler. He's entering this game with a 2-4 record with an ERA of 3.76. Michael Gertler has pitched for 37.2 innings and has allowed 33 hits, 25 walks, has hit one batter, and is coming in this game with 34 strikeouts with a strikeout average of 4.25 strikeouts per game. Those are your stats for Michael Gertler, who is going to close this game out for the Panthers. Looking to get 3 more outs for the Panthers to book their ticket to the quarterfinal round. And we'll also have a position change as Gertler takes over the mound. He was playing at first base earlier, so Nick Koltak, who is playing DH, is going to come and take over the first base position. And we have a little bit of an update on the Pompton Lakes game. It is currently at the top of the 5th, and it's tied at 2-2. So Pompton Lakes playing Cresskill at Cresskill, 8 versus 9 seed. Remember that. Here we are entering the top of the 7th. Michael Gertler coming in for the closest game for starter Nick Warner, who had a great outing, only allowing 1 earned run. That will be Joshua Roeder for Park Ridge. So that one lands in fair territory there. No one was able to get there on time. So a base hit for Heroder. And now Anthony Walter up to bat. That one's low, 1 out. Fouled. 1-1. Two, 1. That'll be strike 2 to even the count at 2-2. And this one is lined out and caught at center field by Nick Zucala. 1 out with a runner on first base. Now up to bat is number 6, Shane Setz. This one's popped up. And caught by Zucala once again. 2 outs. One more out Pequannock needs to book their ticket to the quarterfinal round, where they will wait for their to-be-determined matchup between Crestkill and Pompton Lakes, which will be played here at home, as Pequannock has the top seed in this bracket. Number 18, Joe Zanfardino, up to bat, as he's dealt a strike by Gertler. Or excuse me, number 15, Matt Grant, is up to bat. 0-1 on Grant. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Park Ridge is down to their final strike. One, two. This one is grounded over to Bobby Van Riper. Over to Koltak. And that's out number 3. Ball game. The Panthers win with a final score of 7-2 against Park Ridge, the 16th seed. And Pequannock will book their ticket to the quarterfinal round and will face their to-be-determined matchup against either Pompton Lakes or Crestkill, the 8 or the 9 seed. We're still waiting on that, as that game is still going on, as that one's in the 5th inning, tied at 2 as of our last update. So that's going to do it here on TJK Network. Pequannock will advance to an overall record of 16-7, and Park Ridge, who had a good fight in the beginning of the game, but unfortunately, the runs got to them. Their record will drop down from 6-17 and finish with 6-18 as their season comes to an end. So that'll do it here on TJK Network, here at the PTHS Baseball Field. This is Todd Kazazak reporting to you live. We will see you around for the next round as Pequannock plays their next game on, I believe, Thursday. So we'll let you know when that happens. Anyways, we will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.